three. Got it! And it's good! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Luke Urban Fieldhouse. Evan Massoud with you here. Friday Night Hoops, live on Fred TV Sports Facebook page. We're starting off this game with a technical foul on Durfee number 0, Ariel Pereira. At the line for BR is the captain, one of them, for the Trojans, Quentin Champagne, who misses the first. Hits the second. We were not given any explanation pregame as to the short pregame that there was as to what went on and why the technical foul. However, BR will start off here with the lead to get the game going. So 1-0 BR after the 10. We're thrilled you're with us here tonight at the Fieldhouse, January the 8th. First boys action of the season. The Durfee boys coming in at 1-0. Bridgewater-Raynham coming in at 1-0. A 3-ball for Champagne, who gives a fist pump here 30 seconds into the game. A little early, if you want my opinion. 3-ball for Durfee, and that's no good from Josan Sanan. That one long, no good, tipped, going for the rebound. Trojans come away with it. That was Dwayne Thompson. BR ends up losing it here. Jason Hall comes away with it. It's tipped away. He's able to corral it back. Now it's heading out of play. Scoops it, sends it back in. Finds Elijah Coleman. And a foul. First foul on the Trojans. We run down the 5 starters quickly here for the visiting BR Trojans. Number 1, Michael Bourne. Number 3, Daniel Doherty. Number 15, a captain, Quentin Champagne. Number 34, Dwayne Thompson, who that foul was on. And number 35, another captain, Jake Estabrook, as the Hilltoppers get on the board, thanks to foul shot number 1 of the night for the Hilltoppers and Javon Holly, who's at the line. Both made, and Durfee is on the board. It's 4-2. Doug Alves, the head coach for Bridgewater-Raynham. As he watches Doherty nail a 3-ball. 7-2. Durfee's 5 starters. We have Javon Holly, number 1. Jason Hall, number 2. Josan Sanan, number 3. Jeriel Rivera, number 23. And Elijah Coleman, number 35. That's a foul right in front of the official. Durfee's second. And this one's going to go on Hall, number 2. So we welcome you live here on the web and live on Channel 9 for this Friday night edition of boys basketball. First look at the boys. They had a tremendous season opening win at New Bedford High School on Tuesday while we were here covering the girls' action. And if you were not able to see New Bedford Cable Network's coverage of that game with our friends up that way. Sage Paradise, by the way, getting tagged on the foul for the Hilltoppers. Oh, excuse me, no, that was on Hall. My bad. Both free throws made. 9-2. If you did miss the coverage of the boys by New Bedford Cable, they were kind enough to share that with us, that it's on our YouTube channel, as well as our Facebook page here on demand. It's been running on Channel 9 as well. Repeat broadcasts from our friends here in the Wayland City. So we thank them for sharing that with us. And again, Durfee won that one on the road, 69-61. Javon Holly with 27 points leading the way for the Hilltoppers, a travel call. And we'll go back Durfee's way. Holly slow to start, just 2 points in the first quarter on Tuesday. Then he knocked down a three, had another bucket and 2 free throws in the second, and he really went off in the second half, netting 17 points in the second half. So really closed out well for Durfee. And that was one of the bigger things. And I talked to Coach DeCruz. We'll hear from him at our first break in the action here. Another three from Doherty, left uncovered twice in the corner, and he's burned the Hilltoppers both times. I had a chance to speak with Durfee head coach Joe DeCruz on Wednesday at practice. Nice underneath from Coleman. And he said, you know, one of the biggest things from last year to this year is we've really focused on, you know, growth, because of course this was a young team last year even as well. So here's another three from Doherty, that one off the rim, right into the hands of Hall. But you know, with a young team, some inexperience. Durfee definitely had the talent last year, but again, there was some number of times where closing out was difficult. You know, had a good first half, and then you come out in the third and kind of fall flat, and that's where opponents were able to, you know, crawl back into the games. And really, a prime example of that was the New Bedford game that we covered here last year. The Hilltoppers had an incredible end to the first half, and then New Bedford came out in the third, and it was like a whole different team. So that's something that they've been focusing on a lot, is really being able to close out a game and come out in the second half and really push it just as good as you did in the first half. You know, don't fade down the stretch. So, and that's exactly what happened on Tuesday for the first game of the year for these Durfee Hilltoppers, who now trail by 4. It's 12-8 after Hall goes 2 for 2 at the line. Doherty gets the feed again in the corner, now across to Champagne. Jumper there inside the arc for Jashawn Jean-Pierre. Double coverage, and losing it is Rivera as they scramble for it on the ground, but now the Trojans coming away with it. Beautiful take from Champagne. Last year's game against BR here at the Fieldhouse, fairly close, but I don't want to say it wasn't a runaway, but it felt like BR controlled the game, at least to me. It felt like BR really controlled the game here. The game in Bridgewater-Raynham, the away game for the boys prior to the home game here, their first matchup last year, was actually a lot closer than the second matchup, which again was here, so which we covered last year. That is going the other way. Offensive foul on, looks like Thompson. No, they call it actually on Estabrook. Jumper for Rivera, and he makes up for the loss of possession on the last trip down the court. 16-10. Kicking it out off the front of the rim. 2 Trojans there for the rebound, trying to box out Coleman, fighting for the ball, and is able to come away with it in major traffic jam there. Holly sets, fires for 3, well off the mark and to the right. Kept in? No. Hall does his darndest to keep it in, but is unable. So the turnover for the Hilltoppers. Doherty back to Champagne. Jean-Pierre calling for it. Has coverage. Back to Doherty. Open three. Might have been tipped. It was off the glass as Sanan put his arm up, so it may have been deflected. And it will be Durfee ball. Hall will inbound. Holly going to the corner. Sanan to his left at the baseline. Back to Hall it goes. I think they're saying he stepped out of bounds. Yeah. Gary Leet running camera tonight for us. Long three. Off the rim. No good. Holly going to set the play. Gets it in the paint, or in the arc rather, to Hall. Hall taking it to the basket. Called for travel. Those are always tough because, you know, he definitely was making the move to the basket, but, you know, there were a couple steps taken as well. So on those kinds of takes, it's really a matter of, you know, how lenient, how forgiving the official's going to be. And that time Hall making the move right in front of the official down on the baseline there, and he wasn't buying. On the other end, a easy layup there for Doherty as he drove towards the hoop from the corner. And now a whistle once again. Looks like Rivera for the Hilltoppers. It is getting called on the foul. Durfee's third. 3 fouls for both sides here in the opening quarter. 75 seconds left in this first. Floated up. Great job boxing out Estabrook. Puts it down. And the Trojans up by 10. It's 20-10. They've doubled up on Durfee's score with exactly 60 seconds to play here in the first. So we end our week here. We started the week on Tuesday with girls hoops, ending the week here Friday with boys hoops. Next week we will have girls hoops again on Tuesday against Dartmouth. And that's actually going to be it until Saturday when we get to see hockey for the first time at Driscoll. So kind of a light week next week. And then there's no basketball next Friday night. And then things will kind of get a little busier again starting on Saturday. We actually have hockey scheduled on Saturday, which is the 16th, so not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. And then on Martin Luther King Day as well, on the holiday, there's hockey scheduled as well. So 2 games in 3 days for the Hilltoppers, plus 2 basketball games that week as well. So going to be a busy. After next week, things will get a little busy as we will already have reached the halfway mark in this rather short winter season. Back to it, coming out of the timeout, 60 seconds, and I believe, yeah, it took too long to inbound the ball. 5 seconds had elapsed, and that is a turnover. Hall couldn't find anybody open. Coach DeCruz on the left of your screen talking to the team. That's very frustrating turnover when you're just trying to inbound it. It's not like it's late in the game when you know everybody's pressing you. It's you know, it's only the end of the first quarter here. That's a very frustrating turnover. Out of play, and it's going back Durfee's way. As the Trojans threw it away. They do get it in this time. Sanan quickly covered up. Pass down the court to Rivera. Tipped. Sanan able to keep it before it goes across the emblem. Holly double cut. Really tight defense right now, and that's going to be offensive. Yeah. Holly gets called on it. His first foul. Fourth Durfee foul. They didn't put it up on the board. I'm not sure why, but that's an offensive foul on Holly. Now it's up there. Okay, there we go. All right, 15 seconds left in this opening quarter. Moving the ball with ease. The Trojans find Estabrook for his second bucket. 5 seconds. Holly has it now. 3 seconds. Crossing the emblem. Driving the lane. Basket goes down, but does it count with the foul? Or are they calling it on the floor? Basket counts.
That's got to be out here. That's beyond the foul line. He didn't even pick
Coach not happy with the call. Fouls on Bourne, his first. Fourth team foul.
Hey, we're in, man. We're in.
So Holly gets the basket. 0.7 seconds. Coach Alves still not happy with that call. Holly, good from the line. 3 for 3 in the opening quarter. 22-13, that's off the glass as they airmail it. 22-13 after 1 here at the field house. Toppers with some work to do. Good way to end it there, though, with that 3-point swing. Cuts the lead to 9. Just over 2-minute break here in between quarters, and we'll take this time. As I said, I got a chance to speak with head coach Joe DeCruz on Wednesday after the opening day win on Tuesday. Came by practice, talked about a few things, and coach said, you know, things have been going well at practice. Said everybody's been adapting, again, just like the girls, adapting well. And, you know, he says we have to just continue to adhere to what we need to so that we can play. He said, but essentially, yes, basketball is basketball, and they're thrilled to be back. So we're going to hear from Coach right now. See you in a couple seconds.
I think overall, you know, it's pretty much the same. Obviously, there's certain protocols and guidelines that are in place now, and we're learning that day by day, making sure kids are coming in and making sure they're safe and as healthy as possible. But the game overall, I feel, is pretty much still the same. There doesn't seem to be too many changes. And even with the changes that we do have, you know, we're just going to do what we can do on our end and control the things that we can control. I tell these guys there's certain things that just, you know, they don't always show up in the stat sheet, but it's the little things that count and the little things that matter, and that contributes to us winning games. As far as last night, it was the same thing. You know, it was high energy. Guys kind of, you know, were a little nervous in the beginning, but after they got over the nerves, everyone seemed to settle in pretty well, and it was a great win for us to start the season.
And here we are back at the Fieldhouse, the second quarter about to begin here at Durfee. Evan Massoud with you on Fred TV. Welcome. Thanks for joining us live. BR starts with possession here. And a jump ball. Big first quarter for the Trojans. Durfee, again, with some work to do. 22 points in a quarter is a lot of points in an 8-minute quarter. Holly, off the fingertips, trying to roll it. Didn't get it to go. Doherty knocks it down, his third from three-point land. He's up to 11 points. Bad pass there from Holly. That's a tough one. Barry takes it. Easy jumper 14-point lead for the Trojans. They come out here on a 5-0 run in 50 seconds. And a whistle. 5th foul for the visitors. And it's the first on Nicholas Lambert, number 44, just into the game. He did not play many minutes at all. Just into it, and he gets tagged with the foul. Kicking it out to, that's Joe Dion Medina, and no shot. It's going back the other way. And to the corner, thrown away. Errant pass there. Back to Hall. And that's off the fingers of Sanan, and Coach DeCruz calls timeout. Not happy. Little frustration here. Timeout coming here at 6:42 left in this first half. Trying to get Jaden Lewis to sub in here out of the timeout. Was not able to. I believe that's because possession, they had already handed the ball to the Trojans to inbound. Outside shot for Barry is good. Man, this corner next to us, we have now seen 4 from downtown for the Trojans, whose lead is up to 17, and now they're practically in a full court press defensively with that lead. Durfee's got to do something to protect this near corner because the Trojans are taking shots at will. 6th foul for BR. It's going to be the 2nd consecutive foul on Lambert. Sanan going to the line for a pair of shots. It's the first. Both shots good. And it's 30-15. Doherty tipped. Holly tips it, goes right into the hands of Hall. Lewis down low, back to Sanan. Contact, basket counts. That was a wild sequence right there. Particularly the tip from Holly because it was kind of like a look what I found for Hall. He was not looking for the ball, that's for sure. 2nd foul on Estabrook. 7th for the Trojans, who are now into some foul trouble. 3-point swing there as Sanan hits another one from the line. He's 3 for 3 in a small sample. And the Hilltoppers, through 5.5+ minutes here, will go to the line from now till halftime. Outside to Doherty, looking for number 4. You kidding me? The deep ball from Doherty once again. Up to 14 points. 12 coming from the arc. Trying to go underneath Coleman, no good. And another timeout. Looking at score sheet from Tuesday's game as well. It was a good game for Sanan for the Hilltoppers, one of the starters. And Sanan had 16 points. He was second on the team. Coleman with 10. Excuse me, Sanan did not start on Tuesday, my bad. He was not one of the 5, but he did play in the first. Had minutes in the first, the second, and the fourth. Well, actually played in all 4 quarters. Yeah, so, I mean, it was a good game for him. Got some key shots. I mean, you can't rely on one player. Of course, you know, again, Holly had an explosive game with 27 points, but good to see 2 other Hilltoppers in double digits, that being Sanan and Coleman. Coleman had 10. Got to get contributions up and down the lineup. That's so important. Okay, Hall is going to inbound. Quickly to Sanan. Sanan is a freshman, by the way. The only freshman on the team. 8th foul for the Trojans, second to Captain Champagne. So he and Captain Estabrook with 2 apiece. 1-1. Lewis with his first opportunity for points in the contest. And it doesn't go. Does a little pirouette on the rim there, and Thompson comes away with it. That goes out of play and into the new bleachers. Bourne inbounding, gets it to Champagne. Has Doherty on the far side right now, right in front of Durfee's bench. Coming back to Bourne. Now Thompson in the corner. Another 3. That is 7 from downtown. Now Holly wants one of his own. That's off the back of the rim, no good. That was the first points for Thompson, but again, 7th 3-ball. That one off the rim. Big rebound there for Aiden Bryan. Tall presence there in the paint. Now Bourne with a high arcing shot for 3. That's no good as well. Coleman comes away with the rebound as we come up on the halfway mark of the second quarter. Sanan kicking it out to Lewis. Five seconds on the shot clock. Oh, Holly, tough collision there. Might have even taken a bit of an elbow coming down there from Bryan. Foul actually ends up on Doherty, the 9th team foul. 2 shots for Holly. He is 3 for 3 at the line. And this is the first. That one will trickle in. The Toppers pressing a bit defensively here. The Trojans still able to move the ball. They find Doherty down inside the arc. Nice little bank shot off the glass. And man, what a first half for him. 16 points for Daniel Doherty. That's for three. Lewis. Doherty, one of 8 seniors for the Trojans. That one taken away by Coleman. Coleman driving through traffic, puts it up, no good. Ooh, Doherty coming down kind of funky. Lucky he didn't roll an ankle there as he slipped. That was an offensive foul. And Lewis picking it up. And that's going to be another foul on the Hilltoppers. Is Hall getting in the way. So back-to-back fouls for Durfee. Up to 6 now, second on Hall. Next one will put BR into bonus. Just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. And if you missed Tuesday's game here, no halftime essentially. They're doing a 2.5-minute break in between each quarter. So a little longer of a break in between quarters, but that's in lieu of a 10-minute halftime. Great take there from Thompson. And BR has hit 40 points in this first half. Backcourt, great defense, Holly. Not liking the call. But a turnover. I'll tell you, the Hilltoppers got to start making some shots here because only 9 points in the second quarter. Out to Doherty, quickly covered this time by Coleman. Jumper from Thompson, no good. A whistle sounds. And I believe it's offensive. It is. The 10th foul for the Trojans, so they're at their limit. Bryan picking up his first in limited time. 2 shots, Hall gonna step to the line, second trip to the free throw line. He was 2 for 2 in the first quarter. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Durfee was 5 for 5 at the line in the first quarter. Here in the second, they are, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Out of their 8 shots, they have hit 5 here in the second. 40-23 as we come up on 2 minutes. Bourne weaving his way through. Stripped, and I heard a whistle. Looks like another foul coming. Ben Peterson there just into the game, another center. And it is Durfee's 7th. Jaden Lewis with his second foul. And Peterson to the line. Basket's good. Two for 2. Lewis coming out. And checking in is Mickey Sari, number 25. Kick ball. As Hall basically had it stolen away there. And it's Trojans ball. Easy underneath for Thompson. He's got 7 points all in this quarter. 44-23. Long pass to Sari just in the game. Almost lost it. Big collision in the paint. And it's offensive. Another turnover for Durfee. It's their 8th foul. Coming up at the break in between this second quarter and third quarter, again, kind of the abbreviated halftime. We're going to run a piece that we ran on Tuesday, our feature piece on this renovated field house from downtown Bourne. Knocks it down. It's been really great to see the transformation of this building, and we hope you enjoy that piece. Again, we'll show you that right at the end of the half. In between the second and third quarter. So stick with us.
Hands up, hands up.
Hall putting up a 3. It goes out of play. It hits the top of the basket. 62 seconds to play in the second quarter. Big floater. And up the ladder was Thompson to get it. Bourne fakes the pass, gets the shot off. It's off the rim. And again, Thompson with the height. They call a jump ball. And the Trojans will inbound. Out to Doherty. Steps back. Tries to hand it off. Hall. Ooh, Hall goes tumbling down. Took out a chair and almost took out Margaret, our scorekeeper. You notice Margaret didn't even flinch. Ice running through those veins. Margaret completely unfazed and focused at the job at hand. 9th foul coming for the Hilltoppers. And it's the second on Sari in his limited time in the game. Jean-Pierre stepping to the line. He's been in off the bench a couple times. First trip to the line, and he's 0 for 1. Second shot misses as well. He gets his own rebound as the Hilltoppers were late getting there. That one's tipped by Sanan, and a jump ball called. That'll be Durfee's possession this time. 12.6 seconds left in the half. Basket, no good. Coleman gets it back. No, loses the ball. Now Sally with it, kicks it out. And there's no shot. It will not count. Man, what a tough half for the Hilltoppers. Particularly the second quarter here. 47-23. Just 10 points in that second for the Hilltoppers. 25, again, thanks largely in part to the long ball for the Trojans. All right, we're going to step aside here And we're going to show you that feature piece on the renovations of this building. And we'll see you on the other side with the third quarter. Stick around on Fred TV.
With winter sports upon us, I decided to request a tour of the renovated field house and swimming pool here at Durfee. And boy, am I glad I did. What a transformation from before. The weight room and health classrooms are in punch list phase, meaning they're essentially 90% complete. The field house has a new floor, new bleachers have been constructed, and the new pool is ready for the Hilltoppers to take the plunge. In fact, those parts of the facility have now been handed over to the athletic department as tryouts and practices have begun. All that's really left are the locker rooms, which will be ready in early spring.
Everything is new but the box itself. From the top down, we have a brand new roof. Everything above us, mechanical systems, audio-visual systems, sprinkler is all brand new backboards, new dividers. This space will have air conditioning, which is new for this space. That'll be a good thing to support graduation. It also does have a pretty advanced AV package, like I said, and some pretty decent speaker arrays.
While many aspects of the facility needed upgrades, the pool was one of the big-ticket items. Plagued by constant filtration issues and not meeting proper MIAA size specifications, the old, sometimes dungeon-like pool house was a bone of contention for athletics. But now, it's state-of-the-art with lots of natural light.
It is going to be going back in the same way that it was. We will have tile for lane markers and at the rim. But it is a largely plaster pool.
This was all part of an over 100,000 square foot renovation to the 40-year-old building. Senior project manager Adam Keene told me one of the main goals is to offer sports fans an experience as soon as they walk to the door.
There was an addition there. It doubles the space of that area. It does allow for a proper ticket booth and a security office to the left as you walk in. To the right as you walk in, there's a concessions area. So it also allows for a bigger Hall of Fame area and a video display board that presumably will roll historic images.
Games for the upcoming winter sports season are scheduled to begin the first week of January, and we look forward to bringing you more high school sports coverage after the holidays. Reporting for Fred TV, I'm Evan Massoud.
Welcome back, everybody. There on your screen, 75 seconds left in this halftime break. They went with 4 minutes today, longer than they did the girls' game. They only went for 2.5 in the girls' game, so a little longer today. Again, you see with the social distancing, the way that they've set up the bench, almost kind of like a classroom in the sense. Very different look with obviously no fans here. The bleachers folded back on that other side. But again, I will say this, I think the two biggest differences you'll see is that if the ball goes out on the baseline, they inbound or have been or is supposed to be inbounding from the side here. We've seen a couple inbounds from the baseline, but most of them were from the sideline here. And then for free throws, the first shot, if it's not a 1-and-1, the first shot is uncontested, like a tech. And then they bring in 2 defenders and then 1 other member of the offense of the shooting team, so that you have basically the shooter and then 1 other teammate and then the 2 defenders. So you basically have 2 from each team trying to get a rebound on that second free throw. Again, the 1-and-1 being the exception to that. So, but really not too many other differences. Field hockey, you lost, they went down to 7 players on the field. It was very different. Same with soccer. I mean, there were so many stoppages in soccer. I mean, there was just no flow whatsoever. This still feels like basketball, which is a nice thing. And we begin the third, and it is BR with possession. And the bottom line here is that Durfee has got to shoot the ball. And, they've got to get baskets. In the first half alone, they spent more time at the free throw line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 baskets from the field. It's a tough way to live. So they've got to do a better job at getting baskets. No shot as that was Estabrook going diving. His third foul. So 2 fouls to start here in this opening 30 seconds in the third quarter. Kick it out to, I believe that's Coleman, no good. Hall reaching up, trying to get the rebound, and he can't. Oh, wow, long three, well short. That was from way too far out for Doherty. He's already hit 4 tonight. Now they'll kick it out to Bourne, back to the corner. Champagne wants an open 3, and it's good. Nothing but net. So Champagne, that's his second from downtown. And a smothering defense as Paul just trying to get, to a half court. Good pass. Coleman with the basket for Durfee. And it's 50-25. Ball up, shot no good. Kept in, no. Coleman stepped out. I think it would have been Durfee ball had he let it go, but he was already kind of full sprint in that direction. But it certainly appeared to have been touched by Lambert last. Bourne setting it up. Great take to the basket there for Champagne. Good touch on that one. That puts Champagne over into double digits. He's got 11. Holly looking for room. Puts it in off the glass. We got to get him hot here. Hilltoppers got to get him going. Only 1 from the field, 4 for 5 at the line. It was a very slow first half for him. Doherty, long 3, never hits the rim, but waiting for the rebound was Thompson. It's stripped. Holly, one-on-one with Bourne. Passes. No, it doesn't go in, but he gets the foul. He wanted that basket. Third foul for the Trojans in this second half. Second foul for Bourne. Holly, 2 shots. First one misses. Both shots miss for Holly. Quickly down the court, Doherty to the basket. Doherty just 1 basket away from hitting 20. Nice take by Sanan. He's got 7 with that one. Back down the court very quickly. Good feed to Thompson. One-handed, can't get it to go, but he gets his own rebound. No, flipped away. Kicking out back to the point to Bourne, who wasn't able to get it to go. Too soft on the jumper. Now down this end, and 3 bounces. Holly can't get it to go. He's getting frustrated. Unusually off night for one of Durfee's catalysts, and now gets called, I believe, on a foul. No, it's on Hall, excuse me. Hall with his first team foul for the Hilltoppers. And Jay Hall trotting off. subbing with Rivera, I believe. Oh no, Owen Nowicki is into the game, number 21, right there, guarding the ball. Thompson putting it in for 2. He's got 9. As the Trojans running away with it here. We're only about halfway through the third. And Coleman can't corral it. Able to get up the ladder, he got the hands on it, but couldn't keep it in bounds. It will still be Durfee ball. Wow, I thought he touched it. I'll be honest with you. I thought that he was the last to touch it, but Coleman did not, so Durfee will keep it. Holly off the fingertips. Basket good. That gives Holly 10 for the game. Foul on the floor. Durfee's second coming up here. And it's Rivera picking up his second. Get it into Lambert. Lambert to Doherty. Doherty hands it off to Champagne, who calls a new formation. Gets things moving. Looking for room. Basket is gonna count. So Doherty with 20 points, and he'll get the free throw as well. It is back-to-back fouls on Rivera for the Hilltoppers. 3 team fouls now. And the free throw misses. Collision. Holly goes down hard. Doherty helps him out. So does Nowicki. See Holly just kind of crouched over. Looks like he might have maybe taken a knee or an elbow to the stomach there. But he's okay. And actually Doherty got called on the foul on that exchange. So 4th foul now for the Trojans. That one again on the floor on the transition. Holly going for 3. That one wide to the right. He just slapped his wrist. I think he may have been, could have been saying that it was tipped because nobody was in the vicinity. Champagne with the basket, 60-31. And that's going to be a foul on Thompson. His third. Trojans racking him up here over the last couple minutes. So 5 fouls now for BR. And Jay Hall inbounding. Go to Coleman, to Nowicki, now back to Hall. Excuse me, that was not Hall, that was Sari, my bad. Sari, 25 there. Holly driving the lane. Great take to the hoop. That was a pretty move right there. A little bit of a slalom. Juking left, juking right, and then finds the basket. Champagne almost lost it. 15 on the shot clock. Remember, travel called on Barry. Hall and Holly trading possession. Now Nowecki moving to the left, raised his arms. No shot. Calling the foul on the floor. So now it's Lambert's third foul. He's only in off the bench. Sixth team foul for Bridgewater-Raynham. Hall's got to get it in, and he does. Champagne gonna pick up his third. And the official actually showing, see, I like that because I know the player, so often, right, the mantra, and we see it in the NBA too, is, a player gets called on a foul. What did I do? What did I do? All right, well, obviously, they all question. That's okay. But I like that. I think in high school, if you seriously are questioning, I think that's great that the official shows you what you did. Because how else are you going to know? I mean, these are high school players. They're not pro athletes. And, of course, with every game, you're going to learn something. I mean, with every game, I learned something, for crying out loud. So I think that's great to see that the official just did that and explained to Champagne, hey, here's what you did. Now, bonus shots for Durfee from here on in. The 1-and-1 successful for Hall. 2 shots made. The 3-ball no good for Bourne, but he gets his own rebound and puts it in off the glass for the basket. He's got actually just 5, but he has been all over the court. He did start the game, and he has been everywhere. A quick player. Sari with the basket for Durfee. And we're under a minute in the third. Long 3 for Bourne. That one was from college range. Might have even been NBA range. That was from way out. Oh, Holly falling back. Lucky that Hall was there, and now a travel called on Jay Hall. With that last 3 from Bourne, that's now 10 from downtown for BR. The put back off the glass is good from Lambert, who's now on the stat sheet. And it is a 30-point lead as we end this third quarter. 10 seconds, and Holly has it. And an offensive foul. It's a foul off the ball, actually, because Holly had the ball. The foul is on Hall, his 4th, so he's going to be in foul trouble here. 8 seconds. Hall, what a take. Doesn't get it to go, but a great take. And that's going to do it here in the third. BR continues to put it to the Hilltoppers. Durfee was able to get 14. Little better shooting from the field in that third, but another 20-point quarter for the visiting team. The Hilltoppers in the huddle there. Sage Paradise going to be checking in for this fourth quarter, number 50 there on your screen. A senior for the Hilltoppers. Jaden Lewis into the game. Colin Hargraves into the game. Gerald Rivera and Sinan staying out there. So the Hilltoppers going with some bench players with the deficit the way it is. And it looks like BR kind of doing the same here. They've checked in John McLaren, number 32. There's Luke Barry back into the game. He's got the ball right now. Estabrook still in there, one of the captains. Jean-Pierre, number 11. So both sides subbing with the lead the way it is right now. 5th foul for the Hilltoppers. Hargraves picking it up just into the game. High floater there from Peterson. No good. And Trojans can't keep possession. It goes out. Paradise can't get it to fall. And Hargraves going to get called on his second straight foul. Reached in. Reached around to kind of jar it loose and hook the arm. Can't do that. Out of play. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Trojans able to inbound. They find Estabrook. 2 seconds. Blocked by Paradise. And with 1 second on the shot clock.
Let's go one second, Jack. Look at Luke. 1 second. Luke or Ben.
This will be interesting here. Going to be a challenge for BR. It's going to be catch and release. No good. Now Lewis with it as he crosses the emblem. Hargraves takes a jumper inside the arc. It's off the back of the rim. And Sinan keeps it in. Oh, from behind. He was able to put that up. Well, that would have been pretty spectacular if that went in. Barry. It's off the glass. Great effort there on the backside. Peterson keeping it in for the Trojans. 10 seconds on the shot clock as BR really using. 3 seconds, they pass it. 1 second, ball is out, never hits the rim. Lewis. Basket counts. Second foul on number 32, 32. That's McLaren, his first rather. I looked up too soon. They still had Hargraves' number up there from Durfee. The free throw is good, so a quick 3 points there for Jaden Lewis, up to 6 in the game. That was the Trojans' 8th foul. Now here comes number 9. 4th foul for Captain Jake Estabrook. Lewis for 3, off the rim. Sanan going up the ladder for the rebound, stepped out of play. And it'll be Trojans ball. Passing to Lambert. Lambert kind of with the scoop, flipping it up, gets the rebound, is blocked, goes down. No contact, it was all ball. Excuse me, that's not that's Peterson, my bad. Lambert's 44, Peterson's 43. And he gets up, no problem. Bounce pass inbound to McLaren. Out to Barry, quickly covered up by Hargraves, gets around him. Hargraves reaching in again. He got called on that foul a couple moments ago for doing that exact same thing, trying to punch the ball out, kind of a football move, really. Hilltoppers picking up number 7, and it's Sanan's first. 2 shots for Peterson. He is 2 for 2. Both shots coming way back in the second quarter. That one missing off the left side of the rim. Estabrook coming out for the Trojans. Aiden Bryan, number 42, into the game, as is Joseph Busa, number 21. One for 2 on that trip. (68-40). Hargraves almost lost that one. Lewis gets free for a moment. Paradise was calling right there in the paint. Kick it out to Sanan. 12 seconds on the shot clock. That might have been tipped. No good from Lewis. Going the other way. Jean-Pierre crossing center court. Now from the free throw line, that might have been tipped. That was not a good release there from Jean-Pierre. Dan McLaren back in for the Trojans, as Peterson's night would appear to be done. Got a round of applause from his teammates. Shot clock was not reset, and it's going to buzz here. There was only 3 seconds left on it, so we'll restart it with an inbounding pass here at 27 seconds. Whoa, again, almost back court for the Hilltoppers. That's Nathan Botello into the game, number 10 for Durfee. And the only starter right now is Sanan. Basket good for Jamani DeBarros, in off the bench. And he's in the book. And BR has hit 70 points, the lead back to its largest 30-point advantage. Blocked. Oh, boy. I'll tell you, there's some tall bodies down low there for the Trojans. Even off the bench, Sanan reaches in, and he is going to get tagged with the foul. Second foul for him, 8th for the team. And a 1-and-1, and now he's going to take a seat. DeBarros going to the line. First shot made. And he'll hit a second. No good. Rebound going to Durfee. That's Janelle Manlove Jr. into the game, number 15. So all bench right now for the Hilltoppers. Aiden Bryan going to pick up his second foul of the night in limited time for the Trojans. That is the team's 10th. They're at the max. And we'll see 2 shots now for Manlove. He just checked in. First shot, good, nothing but net. Dan McLaren into the game now, number 31, lined up there. It's actually, no, excuse me, that's 41. 41 is the Barrows. No, there are 231. I didn't. There are 231s on the court. My bad. I thought I was seeing double. I said, no, I can't be seeing double, but sure enough. Four seconds on the shot clock, kicking it back out. 1 second, no shot. Nice coverage for the Hilltoppers defensively. Long three for Hargraves, no good. Trying to get the rebound now. Hall back into the game, no shot. Foul on one of the number 31s. And the first one does not go for Hall, who's back in for these final 90 seconds. Second shot, good. "75 seconds remain in this one. Loose ball, kicks back out. Three ball, outside shot is good for John McLaren. Manlove to the basket. That'll count, and he's going to go to the line as well. Second foul on 31. Free throw is good. A little push off there from McLaren. 30 seconds, 8 on the shot clock. Loose ball picked up by Durfee, and the shot clock is off. To the basket. Foul. And more free throws. This is on DeBarros, his first after coming into the game about 3 minutes ago. Manlove back to the line. He's got 4 points, and he's been in the game for about maybe 2 minutes or so. And you get 5. That one will bounce off, no good. Final 15 seconds. Five seconds. I think McLaren will just hold it. 3 seconds. That's the game. 76-46. A big-time blowout here on Friday night at the Fieldhouse. The Trojans improve to 2-0. Durfee will drop to 1-1. Very disappointing night at the Fieldhouse for the Hilltoppers again, especially coming off such a big win against New Bedford to open the season here. Got to be a bit defeating. I know it's only early. Obviously, it's only the second game, but you know when you're riding that high off of a big win against your rival, you know, always tough to come back the next game and you know get dealt a blowout loss like this on your home court. But you know what? You turn the page and you just keep going. Now Durfee's going to have about a week or so before their next game. The boys will. The girls, though, will be back at it on Tuesday, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, and we'll have that one from right here for you next Tuesday, 6 o'clock tip from right here at the Fieldhouse as the Dartmouth Lady Indians come to town. We hope you'll join us then. In the meantime, for our cameraman tonight, Gary Lee, thank you all for tuning in. I'm Evan Massoud saying so long from the Fieldhouse. Enjoy a great weekend.